I have so much room in my heart for you. Isn't that so silly? And it is so corny. So we're going to do some doodle mushrooms on a watercolor heart. And what I did is I just grabbed a piece of paper and folded it, did the, elementary school cut out your heart. And I can use this as a bit of a mask to put the heart down with water. Now you're not going to see it until I put some water on there. This is just Strathmore 400 watercolor paper, 140 pound. I'm putting the heart on and I'm going to use this little spray bottle and kind of get it wet in that heart shape and then take this paper off. And now I'm just using my inexpensive watercolor palette. Get some of these wet a little bit. I'm taking some of the reds, I think. And I'm just going to drop some of that into the water. And maybe some oranges, just because we're doing some mushrooms. I cannot see where the edge of that is. There, I can pick it up and I can see where the water is. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I like that. I'm just going to let that water kind of run around a little bit. You notice how the paint only goes where there's water. So if I happen to tip outside of that, it's going to make it grow. What I want to do though, I didn't think of that before. I just thought of it right now. I want to have a little bit of some splash of that orange coming off. What I really need is a straw. All right, we have a takeaway straw right here. I want to blow across and see if I can get some of that orange to splash out a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, isn't that going to be cool for mushrooms? So happy that I did that. I think I want to see if there's any down here that I can blow. Well, it got one. They came out through the bottom there. Oh my gosh. That is cool. I want to dry this really quick and then we're going to start doodling. I'm just going to doodle with my Signo Uniball RT1. This is the 0.28 black ink. I could do this where each of these individual little guys is a mushroom on its own. Or I could use it where these little guys are the stems. And even if I bring the caps down deep, I could work that in and end up with stripes on the cap. Maybe one set is going to be little ones. All kinds of things to test. All kinds of things to try. This is the point where you look at it and you go, this is so cool. Do I really want to mess this up? And then you stop and you go, you know what? There's no such thing as messing up. It's only a piece of paper. I can do something similar like this again, maybe with shorter stems. Don't know. But it's not messing up if it doesn't go the way I expect it to. Here we go. I am going to put a mark on this paper and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to say there is a mark on the paper there and a mark on the paper there. I'm just going to go like this, and I think I'm going to give it like some little zigzags. And then, maybe I'll go like this. And I'll give these some little outlines. This is really going to be doodling. I am going pretty much no plan because this is spontaneous. I want to just respond to what is here. I do want to make little mushrooms. I already know that. I know that there's going to be some mushrooms here. But I don't have a complete, planned out, mapped, all of the patterns, designs, whatever. I don't have that. What I've got is a pen on a piece of paper that has some watercolor that's been splashed out of a heart. I like this. These are going to be individual mushrooms. And yeah, these actually went kind of far up on the to the top of the page. So I'm going to be working them out and making them overlap each other and different things like that. And I'm letting my hand wobble and wander a little bit. See, even just that's cute. So let's look at this. And what am I going to do next? I think this one is going to end up being kind of like a morel. Aren't morels the ones that have a pattern like a lace work on them? So I'm going to work this around like this. And then I am going to kind of do a crossways spiral around it maybe. Ooh, that's looking cool. Let that wobbly edge show through. That's neat, because I think what I want to do on that is I'm going to go ahead and do another, I think I'm going to do another crossways, the opposite direction. So it ends up kind of with a lace work on it. Ooh. Sort of going through those intersections. Let's see. Like that. And there's this set of intersections kind of curling around. And then there's this set of intersections. See, I'm just looking for the intersections and trying to kind of connect them. It's like playing connect the dots. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, that is neat. I'm going to just put a bit of a shadow down here. And I think I'm going to just go around the outside edge and sort of emphasize some of those intersection bits. Wow, that's neat. Let's see, did I catch all of the intersections going down? No, there's one there. There's that intersection there. I think we're doing pretty good there. This is so cool. Oh, I think what I'm going to do is come down here. I'm going to round off those little tops. Those are rounded off. All right. So now I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to put a whole little line of mushrooms. Let's see. Can we do that? And then we've got some shadow coming down the edge. Just have fun. Don't worry about it being perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. See, look at that. There's a shadow there because there's something on the other side of it. Let's just say there's a bit of a shadow here. There's like a dead mushroom stem right there. There's this one here. These are cute little tiny mushrooms right down inside there. You know, doodle, have fun, enjoy the process. Really, that's the whole thing here, I think. Just because I think it would be cute, these are going to get polka dots because it's fun to put polka dots on little mushrooms. maybe there's like some little grass. I don't know. I always want my mushrooms growing out of either wood or grass. So there's a little bit of some grass right there. A couple more dots. I like that. I'm going to come down here. I just want to thicken up this edge. See, that's part of the process for me is I'm looking at this going, there's going to be a bit of a shadow. This just shows up on that orange bit right there. See? But just looking at it and just going, ooh, that is cool. And this bit that I drew on the outside edge over here, I'm going to thicken that up because I want a little bit more of an outline on this. See? Just thicken it up. Don't stress about it. Just go, if that makes you happy, do it. It's just paper. It's just a pen. I'm going to say that the cap has kind of tipped back. Like that. You get a little bit of the edge of it. But then you've got all of those little gills on the inside. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to line up absolutely every single time. Cute little doodle mushrooms to make your heart happy. I'm going to do a whole bunch of different kinds here, I think. I have no idea what kind of mushrooms any of these are. I'm not putting any color onto the mushrooms themselves. I'm done with the color. The color was the watercolor at the beginning. The only color we're going to get now is just the concentration of black on the white. Okay, I want to sort of shadow that back here behind that stem. I'm going to say it's a little bit darker right here. I'm going to put some little dots along this edge, maybe along that edge going away, just because I want to, not because I'm looking at anything, because I'm not. I'm not looking at anything except the inside of my brain and the memory of little doodle mushrooms. Putting a bit of a black inner line, not an outline, but an inner line, kind of like a little shadow on the inside. And I think I want to just make that a little bit darker down here. And you'll find that as you're doing your doodles, you start out a little bit tight and a little bit hesitant. And as you're moving along, you start to kind of free up because your brain is starting to loosen up and let your hand kind of do whatever it is your hand is going to do. I like that. I am going to take this one and it's going to come down and have a nice smooth outline. It's actually behind this one, so I'm going to make that one a little more solid by putting some dots on it. And now I'm going to come down and just fill that in with some stripes. Put some shadow right at the base of that mushroomy bell. I like that. Might even bring it out just a little bit more on that side and on that side. That's fun. I'm going to go just inside on that orange bit, and down here at the base I'm going to put kind of a little ring, and then I'm going to sort of bring little lines down to it, kind of like it's like an umbrella frame or something. Coming back to that center. That's kind of interesting. Totally ridiculous. No point whatsoever. I guess I'm making it kind of like the gills. But that you can, instead of seeing them from the underside like this one, you're seeing them from the top. That's kind of cool. I'm going to bring this down. Just bring that out. Like that. Almost like a bird cage. That could be interesting too, huh? I'm just going to color in that orange bit right there at the top. And I think I'm going to do something right here on that stem as it's coming down. Maybe on this stem as it's coming down, just some dots. That's fun. And see, have fun with it, guys. I can't say that enough. Have fun with this. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process and don't stress. And I'm going to do something that you usually don't do. You usually don't draw here and then across the fold where it wraps around. I'm going to draw across the fold because that makes me happy. And so what I'm going to do is say that this is how that stem interacts. I'm going to say that it's tipped over. It's going across that one and comes back. This comes around. So you see where there's extra lines? You just put more lines in. Look at that. Almost like eyelashes. I like that. Sort of shading in that bottom edge of the little mushroom. I'm going to say that there's actually like a little ring, and then you just start to see the gills. Remember, this is your so much love. So much room in your heart for love. Ooh, let's see. I think we're going to have stripies going around. These are solid. These are not transparent like some of the other ones. Give that a little bit of shadow under there. and up around. Give you a little bit of that lovely dottage. Let's see. I'm going to do sort of these little stripes. This is not a real mushroom. It doesn't have to look like a real mushroom. So then I'm going to do some more stripes. What this is actually ending up looking like to me is one of those woven bee skeeps. You know, the wicker beehives. Looks like a little woven beehive. So there. Get it like this. And then I'm going to take my lines the other direction across. So we did the up and down, and now we're doing the across. You can make your things as detailed as you want or as simple as you want. You do not have to go into all this detail. You could have stopped at just the little watercolor heart. And that's a quick way to get a heart onto a page. Oh, but I'm so glad that I'm doing this. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. What's this? This is just a tiny little mushroom. Little mushroom. Like that. I like that. Kind of matches up with this mushroom next to it. I like that. Need something for this one right here. Ooh. Let's see if it goes like that. I'm going to bring it across that line just because I wanna, and then realize that that wasn't what I wanted to do. So that's okay, because you know what? It's okay. It is totally okay. Because what I'm looking at here, I can go ahead and just, I'm going to make that dark right there. Put in a little bit of the dark here. That's kind of funny. And then make that dark there. We're just going to take that dark. I don't want it to show up as much, so look at that. Boom. What am I doing? I am just trying to figure this out. This is kind of like it's tipped over. Tip me over and pour me out. I'm a little teapot. We're doing some stripes. thin that out right there just a little bit. This one looks almost like a butterfly net, you know, like on a stick, and it's blowing out. Maybe I'll take that out just a little farther. Because you can. You can. You're not limited by what those first few lines are. See, I'm going to thin that bit down. I don't know where this is going. Yeah, I totally don't know where this is going. Look at that. Add some dots. Starts to disguise those other little lines that we didn't want on that stem. So some of you don't know this about me, but I used to do all of my art with stippling. I used all of my art with stippling. So some of you may not know that about me, but yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to go like this. Oh, look what that's doing. That's giving us more dimension. Let's see. So let's see. I don't want to make this dark, but I want to put some little lines, some little hash marks going up inside. I'm going to put a pattern on this, but I just want these little hash marks. Make that bigger. It's almost like a parachute. It's getting ready to pull away. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. So if we're doing that, just make that kind of flow in. Want to round that out just a little bit. I don't want straight lines there. Again, doodle, pen, make marks, change your mind, do something, even if it doesn't end up sticking around in your artwork. You did something. It got you on the road. It got you started going. I think, let's see, what kind of a pattern? Sort of that teardrop leaf. I like that pattern. And I think maybe I'll just have it going all the way around. Make it get smaller as it goes farther up. That's cool. It's just texture. That's all patterns are. Patterns are just texture. You know, they're a visual way for your eye to break up, or your brain to break up large areas. Look at that. Just get that little mushroom in there. Let's get the rest of them. And I am just keeping them going the same way all the way around. You could have them facing each other, matching up, making them into hearts. Totally works. Hope you don't mind me continuing to talk as I'm doing this time instead of just speeding through. This is, if this gives you even one idea of something that you can do, click that like button. That helps me out. That lets me know that people are enjoying what I'm doing. I would really appreciate the like button being clicked. I would love to hear your ideas. Was there a spot that I should have stopped? I can't go back and stop now, but if you had a suggestion of a spot to stop, let me know. Next time I try something like this, I might stop. I might remember. This mushroom right here ended up being kind of like those little pine cone petal ornaments that they make at the holidays. And they use the pine cone petals. I'm just going to go in and loosely darken up those spots. I am not making them pure black. I am leaving a little bit of white just because I like the look of that. For this type of art, for this particular card, I like that sort of scribbled in type of look. That doodly, unplanned. This is totally unplanned type of look. But I do want to get that dark in there. And the reason for that is that it gives a little bit more weight to this mushroom cap. You know, a little more weight, a little more substance. There we go. See? Oh, that's cool. See? Things change, things grow, things are different. I like how these little guys are now in the shade of those bigger ones. I'm going to kind of just put some dots for shading now. Just dot, dot, dot. Because I don't want them to be quite so stark. A little bit of a dottage over here. So when that's closed, that goes around to the back. I like that. All right. These little ones right here, these are kind of like those, they're kind of a cream colored mushroom, and they all have like the pretty little bell top on it, basically. So it's just like that, tipped back. That's fine for that one. And this one I'm going to say is right on the top. Look at that. Boom. Put some more black in right next to that stem right there. That ended up being a little bit more there. See? If you put a line in the wrong place, make it be the right place. And what I mean by that is add more lines to it. and make that into the right spot for it to be. See, look at that. You're okay, and your mushrooms will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put more lines. Boom, 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 boom. And then maybe darken up that edge around the outside. Just keep working it until it's what you want it to be. Okay, I'm going to say this one's got a skirt. That just is making me happy. And I'm going to say that this one is much tighter in, like that. That stem of the mushroom is going all the way up inside though. And sort of like the little gnome hats. But I say that that actually needs to be dark right there. So it feels like it's farther up inside. Look at how that worked. You can work it out. You are not limited by where your pen puts a mark. Just work it out. And if you need ideas, say you're like, I have no idea what mushrooms look like, then go on to Pinterest and just look at some mushrooms. Go on to Unsplash and look at some mushrooms. Get some ideas. Don't fuss about it. Don't fret, and don't stay all day on Pinterest or Unsplash. Get in, get some ideas, and then get back out. I say this from experience. Both of those places can suck you in for hours, and you start pinning and saving all the ideas, and you never get anything done. I'm working really hard at limiting my time like that. My searching for images, my looking for inspiration. I am really working at limiting my time and not doing it during my work day. Because I know, for me, if I do it during my work day, because I work at home, I work for myself, I could say that it's, part of my job to go and look for new trends and new ideas. But it's only beneficial if you use it. That is just looking so cute. What do you think? Are you intrigued by this? Is this giving you a kind of that, ooh, this is kind of fun. This is kind of different. Not sure I want to do mushroom heart for my Valentine. But hey, how about a galentine? A palentine? You're the fun guy in my life. Oh, that was really cringy. Sorry about that, but I'm going to leave it in. All right. Oh, that would be fun to do. Give that to my husband. All right, I am going to look at this and go, maybe this one actually has a couple little mushroom bits coming out of the end. Oh, that's an interesting idea. And then we've got these little balls that actually look kind of like olives. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny looking. But it's cool. It's like, huh. Okay, so now I'm going to color in around the stems on the insides of those. I'm sure somebody is going to say that's, whatever named pattern. I don't do name patterns. I don't call them by named patterns. All of the patterns that are named out there were not created originally by the person who gave it the name. If you're doing that type of art and you're following their rules on how to do art, which I think is kind of silly, but I do not begrudge anyone figuring out a way to monetize their art, as long as they don't begrudge me not calling it by their names, because I'm not learning their names. I'm going to say there's another one that's kind of poking up right here. The stem's going all the way up inside. And like that. I'm just doing little hash marks to give it some dimension. I'm going to say that has a bit more substance at the base. I wonder if I'm just going to do some little flat mushrooms. And I'm just going to draw them right on to one of those. Just because they might look like little monsters or something. I don't know. The old mushroom that you drew when you were in grade school. 2 straight lines down, draw a big letter C around it, put a little cap on top, do the little spokes, color in the stem to one side, give it some polka dots because, we all did polka dots. And I think there's going to be one that's kind of tipping over to the side, right like that. It's maybe a little bit taller, kind of mimicking this one right here. That's kind of fun. And you know what? These little ones down here, they don't have to have anything on them. I think I'm going to put maybe a few little bumps. I know mushroom stems don't have little bumps on them, but you know what? I want little bumps on this. Maybe that's what's going to happen here. These are going to just end up with some of those little bumps, like they're going to be popping new little mushrooms out. That works. Give it some dottage. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, click that like button And yeah, I'm even going to ask, subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. Because you know what? I've been doing this channel for quite a while. And I think it's time for it to hit 100,000. That is my goal for this year. I know that it's not the subscribers. It's the individuals. It's the people who are watching that matter. But it's always kind of fun to have that validation. I'm going to put one more mushroom right there. You know? That validation basically saying, hey, you're doing something that people really enjoy, and that people are watching, and that people are commenting, and that people are sharing with their friends. I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed doing this project. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you were inspired by this, if you do some of this art, please tag me at Deliberately Creative on Instagram and on Facebook. Remember, go out, do something creative, take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye-bye.